great.
It is so cool. Like I feel like we've stepped into the big boys in the sense we're pretty professional now. It looks really cool. And I don't know. I'm just so excited when the DLC comes out. And it's just going to get better.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pumped for that. I can't wait to see how the racing changes. Hopefully for the better. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a few things. I would like from discussions like Goo's going to get adjusted, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that's big. That'll matter for Dorian, as he can only keep on the frog socks. All right, countdown's on. Here we go.
Here we go.
So you've got the RTMP open, yeah? So
I do have it. MudJoe's on my left, Cyber's on my right.
Cool. All right, so here we go. We're off and running. This is, again, single elimination, best of 5. It's going to be best of 5 through the finals as well. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Very cool.
I don't know. It's a tough call who's going to win.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, honestly, all the people that are playing today are really good Dorian players. They're on the top, like 20 on the leaderboards. And it's anybody's toss-up, because we were discussing in the Salt Palace how a PB on Dorian necessarily doesn't mean anything when it comes to racing, because there's so much at stake when racing Dorian.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, PBs for Dorian, as people saw in the pre-show, the thing you got to do is just push, like, as fast as you possibly can, and that means taking a lot of damage, and pretty much it's just being in, like, a spaceship that's falling apart, and you just hope that the screws stick together before, you know, it all comes apart at the end. Kind of the idea.
Exactly.
Something like that.
So that, and you also need a tremendous amount of luck too. Like, I think like the world record is got 3 lucky telemonkeys or something like that on Zone 4. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like super luck. So you can have the best build in the world, but if you don't have good layouts and you don't get like good teleports or something, yeah, you're gonna have huge problems.
Wow. Yeah. And we're seeing a little shaky play here from Cyber. He's taking a little extra damage. He does not get the boss clear there, or the flawless, so he's not going to be getting anything, but it looks like, I don't know what Joe got either.
Joe wound up getting something horrible. I didn't see it. I bet you it was something like a whip.
Yeah, was he? And he went to the transmute shop, which is kind of a no-no here. Gets himself a spear, which I mean, sure.
That's good on Dorian. I mean, at the very least, even a base damage with the spear, that's ideal for even just finishing a run, because you do need it. Ideally, 2 range is pretty good on Dorian because it's pretty safe, especially if it's gold. He gets some gold kills on the off chance you happen to land on gold on Dorian. So, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good run so far.
Yeah, sorry, I just didn't realize that I had them mirrored. I don't know what happened there, chat.
Oh,
that was really weird why that happened. Usually it's obvious to me why it happened. It did not happen in an obvious way that time, so sorry about that, everybody.
You know what? I saw MudJoe's stream pause for a minute, so that possibly maybe there was a blip.
Oh, weird. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But it is fixed now. So, yeah, we've got MudJoe on the left, Cyber on the right.
And we have dueling spears, actually. Cyber with the better spear for Dorian with a blood spear, which is really, really good. You need that regen. It's so useful.
Well, I've got Joe with the blood spear now as well, so it looks like they both picked it up. Actually, Cyber just finding a obsidian rapier, which is really good.
Ooh,
pretty much for everybody. It is just a straight-up good weapon. So
it is a fantastic weapon. I completely agree with you on that.
Yeah, and it's got a little extra bonus on Dorian because it's got that ability to put you on parity with enemies.
Exactly, and as we were discussing in Salt Palace, like a lot of them like the cat a little bit more, some of the top racers, but the best part about the rapier is you don't have to think as much with the rapier, because you can just kind of like mash forward and you move 1 tile at a time when you lunge. And it does help tremendously with lining yourself up with the stairs and trying to get through enemies and just being able to kill things off quickly. So yeah, it looks like they're going pretty fast. See, I have the map like the. Oh, okay. MudJoe's on. Is that Core Riff? I have some problems with the video here.
Yeah, sorry, I was just arranging something over on my end here.
Yeah, not a problem.
Uh-oh, don't do that.
Yeah, we got some difficulties here. But they're both in Zone 4 now.
Yeah.
They appear
That's a potion. You're going to want to grab that. So Joe gets it. Cyber's about to grab it as well. You know, you want to set up an enemy so you can get a lunge so that you can, you know, get on parity.
Yep.
Looks like instead he was just going to do some, take some damage there from his boots. That's okay.
Aching bunion strats.
Still got damage. Achy bunion strats. You said it.
Somebody get this man a foot massage, just like poor
Seriously.
Dorian. Like,
Get him one of those Korean, minnow
the
tanks.
reflexology thing?
No, man, the tanks with all the minnows in them, so that they just they chew on your feet, and it's like great. Apparently,
Get he just was like, "Thank you so much."
Yeah, and those minnows will be like, There's some little residual goo on these feet.
Oh, or they go belly up from whatever he's been stepping on. I mean, you can't take them off. You can't take these boots off. So
that's true.
And
I imagine his feet are gonna kind of look like Bruce Willis's feet at the end of Die Hard there, with all the spike traps he's been stepping on.
Oh man, that's a horrible visual.
Wow, and this was a really close race actually. MudJoe takes it, but not by much, as Cyber is about to finish this one off here.
Yeah, that was a very good run. Like, it was a very solid builds. It wasn't. Not much was at risk in Zone 4. Normally with Dorian, something always goes wrong. It wasn't too bad this time.
No, yeah, it was good. All right, I'm gonna try something a little different here, as per request of one of the viewers, and I think this is actually gonna help things so that there aren't technical difficulties in the future. So I'm actually gonna watch the race on OBS.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'll help. And then it'll be easier for me to remember who is on which side too. Well, the screens are a little small, but I think this will work.
It does help a bit, yeah. So I've also noticed here. I don't know if it's just me, if I'm going crazy, but I noticed the seed numbers are just huge tonight for all the Dorian races. At least every time I've looked.
Sorry, what was that? The seeds are...
Yeah, the seed are just like large numbers. So this one's like 151779995.
Oh.
Like I've seen, like they've all seemed really huge recently.
Yeah, what's Necrobot doing? Being crazy.
I don't know. And plus, also, I do have to make one comment about your pre-show earlier. I was watching you in Bible thumping because you kept getting like Ring of Courage is very ideal for Dorian. And there were some days where I was trying to get a Dorian PB and I was looking for it and I couldn't get it. And I was like, but you keep getting it. And so it's just one of those.
Sure did.
Good luck.
Yeah, those runs were great. Super fast. Real good. Great job. I don't know what was going on. I mean, I haven't played. It's been a few days since I played Necrodancer. I was. I actually had a funeral I had to go to, which was pretty terrible. So So I was like away for a while and did not have time to play games or do things. But
quite understandable. Understandable.
Soon I will play all the video games.
All of them. Every last
one. Load them up on my floppy disk and let's go. Make it happen.
All right, so. Yeah, this looks like, a pretty decent run so far. It's they have the same build. They're around the same position. And 1-2, they're trying to get through. Oh, no, 1-3, sorry. With MudJoe2 actually getting
You're a little behind. I've actually got them both on Coral Rift right now.
Oh, well, yeah, they're like, Cyber's a little behind MudJoe. I seem to be behind, like, by a second or two.
Okay. No, I have them both at about 1:10 seconds. Is that not...
minute 6.
Okay,
so
yeah,
4 seconds, yeah.
That's fine. All right. Well, anyway, the problem here with Coral Rift is you don't get to throw, so it's kind of a little awkward.
Yeah. It turns out if you wear frog socks, you don't know how to throw things, so it's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
The way of the ninja, you think.
Right. Yeah. Can't throw anything. Actually, speaking of throwing in ninjas, throwing stars were a suggested item for future DLC. We'll see if those make an appearance or not.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, there's a limited amount, and you can just constantly throw them, just like you would daggers, but you have, like, a stock of them. So
that's a really good idea.
Throwing. That'd be cool, right?
And have a ninja character that just does throwing shurikens all the time.
There was a ninja character a while ago. Oh, no, I guess it was the Thief was what it was called.
Yeah, the Thief. Yeah, I remember the Thief. Like, that got
ring
canned.
Of phasing.
Like, Thief got canned, but it turned into, who did it turn out to be?
Dove, I think.
Dove,
no, there was Pacifist, not
Monk.
Monk.
No, that's Pacifist, yeah.
Definitely a better choice, everybody. Definitely the better choice.
People are like, we could have had a Thief? Oh.
No, Monk, too bad.
It's like, this character that likes to steal things didn't work out. Let's go for a character that dies when you try to touch gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, the exact opposite.
Exact opposite. Love it.
So it looks like they both have just a standard flail. It's okay. Like, they could do a little more damage here.
And there you go, titanium spear pickup. So that's going to be some damage for both of our racers. 3 damage. I mean, spears aren't great. It's hard to put yourself on parity with enemies. So, but it's safer because you can certainly, sort of protect your leap, so to speak. Oh, this
Exactly,
is
yep.
really bad for Cyber. Oh, he is full surrounded. There goes the potion.
Oh,
And he's
no,
got a
and he
cat.
picks up the standard damage
Slip
cat.
and
Oh, jeez.
slide. I mean, take the cat and just go. Just take the cat. Actually, the
Yeah.
cat, a 2 damage cat might actually be better than a 3 damage. Oh, and the 3/3 swarm for Cyber. What is this life? What is happening?
This game has it out for Cyber today.
It really
Sheesh.
does. Things are gross for Cyber. He is now at, oh my goodness.
Wow.
So it's a 2 damage cat versus a 3 damage spear, so a much easier fight for Joe right now. And Joe has all the health,
Exactly.
and Cyber has half a heart. So this is...
He's like, I'm just going to go here and animate a heart. Ooh, no, half a heart.
Well, at least he's going to be able to get a... Oh, he did not get a flawless either, so...
Yeah, no health, no chance for like a
No
spell.
torch. This is
torch.
so scary. Now, and he doesn't have the 3 damage, so he's going to have to use his bombs to open up statues. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
he's got
spooked. Oh,
I
that's
am
Telemonkey.
super spooked. 2 damage and all the goo. Oh no, Black Bat. Okay, whew.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
Joe
yeah.
is on his way to 4-2, took a little bit damage himself, so he's only at 2 hearts right now. This is getting really scary for both of our racers here.
And it
Yikes.
appears he didn't pick up anything from the boss.
Wow, Dion. Those some harsh words in chat there.
Oh.
Man. Oh, everybody's been picking on Elad. There's some ham for MudJoe, but I mean, ham's good. But definitely Cyber's gonna be looking for that ham as well. That is a closet full of black bats. Oh, there is enemy spawns up the wazoo. This is so scary. Double.
This is so.
Oh, the double telemonkey. He lucked out huge
am-
there. That is a freeze spell.
Oh my
I
goodness.
I
Yes.
can't take my eyes off Cyber right now because of his crazy half a heart situation, and he's still going
Oh,
pretty
my goodness.
fast. But meanwhile, MudJoe is on his 4-3 exit room.
And MudJoe doesn't have the problem of being able to dispatch like the warlocks and stuff. Like he can one-shot almost every creature except say a Golem.
That pixie
And-
kiss, multiple
Whoa.
pixie kisses, 3 telemonkeys for Cyber. None of them really doing enough. Nice little blood freeze thanks to the pixies, and it looks like it's gonna be Joe. He's on the conga fight. He just needs to poke him one more time. This is gonna be Joe, but
And-
by a hair.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
What a finish!
It's,
Cyber just about to finish this one here. I think he's gonna finish it out. He could have walked Conga into those bombs. Now he kills himself instead. That's fine.
That's okay.
That was
So what you
such
do
a
is
close race.
See, you sacrifice a Dorian and you get the RNG necessary for the next run.
There you go. That's right.
Yep, I remember the days back when I think if you watch iCaster do speed runs in Isaac, he would sacrifice Maggie because it was the worst character. Like he would kill a Maggie off before a 7-character speed run. Like, oh great, great Isaac gods, I sacrifice a Maggie for a better run, and it works sometimes.
Yeah. You get the bloody rights and just kill yourself or jump on a sack
A
room.
sack pit,
Yeah,
the spike pit, yeah.
yeah, spike
that's
pit.
that's what he would do. He'd go like the basic one and just go kill Maggie on that. But that was a great run. I mean, very solid play. I mean, when you look at like for Dorian racers like me and the others, like we think, oh, 516 horrible. Like, oh, so slow, but it's actually really, really good because Dorian is extremely hard to get consistent in. Very, very hard.
Yes.
So don't take these races as anything to go by, as a standard. Dorian is actually incredibly hard. You might have all the armor, you might have the equipment. He is extremely hard.
Yeah, I mean, he's hard because his mechanics kind of wonky, but also because you're so tempted to just push because you've got so much resources.
Exactly, and you can kind of have blindness to your moveset because you're like, oh, there's somebody right in front of me, and then you do 2 tiles at once and take a damage when you're not supposed to. So,
I mean, Dorian Deathless is not that hard. It's fine to play Dorian. Like, winning Dorian is not that difficult. It's just hard to go fast.
speeding Dorian is very difficult. Yes,
Ooh,
very
I would
very
probably
difficult.
take that torch if I were Cyber, but it doesn't want to go
torch
down.
in my opinion, a torch does help Dorian a bit because you do have the compass, yes, but it is nice to be able to see what's in the room awaiting you before you dig into it.
Yep, and having an Infernal Torch gives you, other abilities. One-shotting rooms full of enemies. You can
Exactly.
I don't know, open up an urn maybe.
Exactly. Now, interesting thing, MudJoe mentioned this in the Salt Palace. His philosophy on pushing as fast as possible on Dorian is don't worry about the amount of damage you take, especially in zone 1, because you're bound to find some food at some point. So that's why you saw him take so much damage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because my general rule is it might be okay for half a heart on 1-1, but anything more than that, you might have some trouble. But, I mean, MudJoe's like, whatever.
Fair enough. And Joe finding a titanium longsword, so much better than the gold longsword in this situation.
Oh, so good.
But Cyber with the really nice kill here on Koref. We'll see. Oh, I guess the 3 damage. Oh, and then we got another longsword. This is longswords everywhere. This seed is lousy with longswords.
It was like dueling spears last run. I was dueling longswords.
Problem with longswords, though, is the whole parity issue. You cannot use enemies to block your movement so that you can move only 1 square instead of 2, because you're going to hit them.
That's also true. That's
and
also
we
true.
are beat for beat right now. Cyber just slightly ahead by like half a beat.
Yeah, they are just pushing
and
hard
now
right now.
Joe slightly ahead by like half a beat. This is, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's actually absolutely crazy. I think we're going to see more of these kinds of things as we get further into the finals because, I mean, we're all like these are the really good Dorian players now. So they're pushing and they know the best moveset. They know what they know what they need to do.
Mm-hmm. They sure
do.
do.
And Cyber taking a hit there, trying to go straight up the middle.
Cyber down to 2 hearts only. 3 hearts for Joe. Joe finding a heart transplant though.
We were laughing at some of the people using heart transplants in the Salt Palace because everybody was taking way more damage and going slower with the transplant. Like, it took so much damage. What was the point?
Yeah. Yeah, if it doesn't make you go faster or safer, then you're doing it wrong. So.
Yeah. I made that mistake during the World Cup. It led to my death too. And you were commenting like, why was he doing that? And I realized at the end, why was I doing that? 4-3, my opponent had died. And I decided to pop the heart transplant. I took like 3 hearts of damage.
Nice.
And I died in the Necrodancer fight. That's all me.
Wow, this is a really dumb setup here at the end of 3-3.
Oh my. Oh, there we go.
Both racers getting through though. Joe just slightly ahead. We got a race here.
Race, boys.
Definitely some mashing from Cyber to get through this fight a little faster. Death Metal being kind of zippy there for MudJoe. Hiding.
Yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, now MudJoe's off by like 3 beats. Behind by 3 beats,
not
maybe.
terribly far back, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we're going to see exactly what is going to happen here. Like, Zone 4 is going to be the equalizer here at this point.
Well, I mean, if it can't get much more equal, so if it's an equalizer, it's going to be neck and neck. Cyber takes a crap ton of damage there, and he's actually down to half a heart. This is scary for Cyber. Gonna have to keep an eye on him.
That crown can give you a false sense of security, too. He's like, oh, I'll regen the health. And you can take 3 hits of damage, and you're thinking, oh, well,
Yeah, he's definitely using it to its full potential here, trying to get his health back. Oh, but jumps right into the Banshee. That's the problem with Dorian. So you see a Banshee 3 steps away, and you're like, okay, I'm fine. And then you hit it.
Cyber.
Yeah, and Cyber goes down. Hits that Banshee.
They were neck and neck, though. I mean, that was so close.
That was super close, but it looks like Joe is going to be taking this as long as he has a clean Conga fight.
Conga's pretty easy on Dorian, too, especially when you just go up and dig the throne at this point.
And he did a quick Ozuma there, so he's only got to hit Conga once, and that is GG Joe. 3-0s Cyber.
Nice. Wow. Now, remember, guys, MudJoe ran a Dorian at SGDQ, so he's one of the best that you can find for Dorian, period. Like, he and Spoody's.
Did he not lose to Spoody, though, at thing?
No, I played him, Spoody and Eli.
No, I'm saying at SGDQ.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure Joe won the Cadence and Spoody won the Dorian. Am I not mistaken about that?
So. Actually, I think so. Yes, I do believe so. Because I remember.
So if we end up seeing that as a finals, that'll be a rematch of the ages.
Oh, that'll be the SGDQ, the face off or something like that.
Yeah, because Joe is going to be going to the finals.